Kiss you, kiss you. Kiss, kiss you, kiss you, make it, kiss you, baby, pussy. What's your issue, baby? Uh, yeah, man, we back at it, bro. We are back at it, back at it. See what we got.
really don't know where I'm about to go with it. I just really want. I don't know. I don't really want. I really don't know what I want to watch. For real, for real. For real, for real. I really don't know which way to go with it. I can go either way. I can go either way, for real, for real. But which way should we go though? That's what I'm saying. What the fuck?
Howdy doody, folks, and welcome back to my journey across the United States, where every state has a story, and South Carolina, you might just have some of the strangest stories in the whole USA. Whether it be another near-nuclear disaster in the Carolinas, what's going on with your nukes, or a strange story of police officers having a run-in with someone that's all too akin to Spock, your lore is on point in South Carolina, and you clearly don't do boring.
Okay, hold up. We're gonna come back to that. We're gonna come back to that. Oh, shit.
Nobody wins when the family feels, but my
I don't give a fuck. What the fuck y'all talking about? Fuck y'all talking about? charge. Big dog in my. No, it ain't even like that. He ain't gonna get no charge. Charge has been dropped. I don't know. I'm not gonna even show that boy much. So I can get with praying for his family. Cause it's a tough situation. Y'all been talking about my cousin so fucking bad. Everybody. Y'all been talking about my cousin so mother bad. Charges dropped. Ain't no justified shit. And I'm looking how I'm looking. 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 Are we on that? Charges dropped? Y'all talking about? Y'all been talking all that about my cousin. My cousin's a good nigga. He made a bad decision. Man, them folks. And I'm still praying for his family. I'm still praying for his family. He ain't gonna do no time. I'm still praying for his family. And I hope his family praying for mine too. But we both took a loss.
Fam, what you do if you walk into your home and you found someone else in the bed with your partner? Would you gonna walk away or would you snap? In Alabama, that question just turned deadly. And the person who lost their life was a beloved football coach. We got another story coming out of Alabama. And I need y'all to tap in because this one gonna bring some strong opinions. Fam, a lot of people calling the story we about to discuss a crime of passion, while others say it's clear-cut murder, and a man need to face the full consequences. But we're talking about a beloved football coach in his late 30s, well-respected in the community, which we'll later pay our respects to. While another man was just getting off work trying to provide for his household, he was gunned down after being caught inside his house. But here's the twist. The woman at the center of all this, she just 23 years old. I say that out the gate. And this wasn't just some random encounter. She was in a relationship. At least she thought so. Except the man who was gunned down was married. On top of that, what's being said is the victim didn't come through the front door. The Ring camera didn't catch him. People believe he entered through the balcony, which folks are calling red flag number 1. But after that incident, the young woman had seemingly spoke up indirectly in what she considered to her close friends. But it was shocking. She didn't speak up for her boyfriend, the guy home she was in. She spoke up for the married man who was gunned down. Assuming she didn't expect that her close friends would screenshot her post and blast it all over social media. Well, that's the case. And that came after she deactivated her Facebook. Now, fam, you would think this answer clear cut, but as we go over this, I want y'all to ask yourself, who really in the wrong here? The married coach for being there? Or the boyfriend who was taking the law into his own hands? Or is this one of those situations where everybody crossed the line and tragedy was the only possible income? Because yes, age differences can raise eyebrows, but once you're 21, you're legal. That's just reality. Still, the choices made here cost the man his life, and his cousin has now spoken up publicly, which we'll later check out after charges were filed. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Now, fam, I was debating about pointing out this fact, but we are a news platform, and I take pride on making sure I bring all public facts to you guys, all public information. And I want you guys to know that the man we're talking about is a high school football coach where this young woman had attended. Now, if this happened now, he was a coach then, we cannot say for certain that this possibly didn't go on while in high school. So that's just something y'all need to think about. Let's continue with the story. A once standout college football wide receiver who went by the name of Demetrius Beverly, 38 years old, he played for UAPB. Beverly was a proud member of the Golden Lions from 2003 to 2007 and was part of the 2006 SWAC Western Division Championship team. Beverly was a graduate of Parker High School where he played football and baseball. He returned to his school in 2020 as a part-time assistant football coach. He was a mentor, husband, father, and a friend whose impact will live on through countless lives he touched. I looked at some of his posts he made on Facebook, and some of them stood out to me. One quoting, she said she got a boyfriend. I say so. You got another one. Laugh out loud. Another one quote, why do people always want you single when you got a spouse? Another one wrote, if you got two girls and can't choose between them, either flip a coin or have sex tiebreaker. I'm just saying. The last one I want to point out, he said, if I can build my perfect girl, she will have my ex-girlfriend ways, my after-college girl looks, have a body like the track star I dated, and have the brains of a nerd I cheated off of, my perfect girl. But on Wednesday night, August 13, 2025, a tragedy struck at the Lakeshore Ridge Apartments in South Birmingham. Demetrius Beverly, a coach who inspired many young people in Birmingham, was shot and killed inside a bedroom. According to reports, an adult male came home from work and found Beverly with the woman who was deemed his girlfriend inside the apartment. Moments later, Beverly was fatally shot. But that wasn't just allegedly his girlfriend. That was also allegedly his apartment. The woman was later identified as Jamia Lawson, 23 years old, a former Parker High School student. She was in a relationship with DeCorleone Keyshawn, 23 years old. And he also had access to the Ring camera. He decided to come home early, not thinking nothing of it, and that's why people assuming that the victim had allegedly climbed the balcony. His girlfriend quickly called 911. Officers arrived and found Beverly unresponsive in the bedroom of the apartment. He was pronounced deceased on the scene. May he rest in peace. And love and condolences to his family. And Jamia's boyfriend was later arrested.
To breaking news that we first told you about yesterday morning. A Birmingham High School football. We have a new update this morning to breaking news that we first told you about yesterday morning. A Birmingham High School football coach killed in a deadly shooting. And this morning, the man charged in that killing waking up behind bars. Parker High School shared this post of Demetrius Beverly. The school says he was an assistant football coach. He was also a former football and baseball player with the Thundering Herd. The school went on to say that Coach Beverly, quote, gave his all to the Thundering Herd on the field and in our community. He was a mentor, a husband, a father, and friend whose impact will live on through the countless lives he touched. DeCorleone Robinson is charged with Beverly's murder. Beverly was found dead at Lakeshore Ridge Apartments Wednesday night. Police say Robinson was arrested in the complex's parking lot. He is now in the Jefferson County Jail being held without bond.
Now, still with so many unanswered questions, the football coach cousin had briefly spoke on social media after all the backlash that her cousin was getting, and she cleared some things up. Check out about 5 minutes of this 30-minute live.
Charges have been. But guess what? Charges filed, and that boy had that switch on him. Right. Fuck y'all talking about. Going down for some. Somebody got to speak for him. Free nothing. Get what? We still gonna say free him, cause like I said, I'm praying for his family too. You know why? Cause that girl put my cousin in a fucked up situation. Get what? You don't know what they did. Wait a minute, Toy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I've seen a lot of shit. Wait a minute. Let me say this, cause I'm damn near 40. I'm a real bitch. Get what? I'ma pray for his family. What? I ain't gonna do that. Toy, I'm a real. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. I'm a real. I'm a real. Get what? Get what? I'm 10 for tattoo to a certain. I got common sense. So get what? Get what? I'ma pray for his family too. You know why? That God put my cousin and that boy in a situation. Praying for his family too, cause it's up. Fucked up. I'm a real. Y'all fucked up and thought that boy was gonna get off on. I been knew. Why y'all think I been sent back? We been talking to the detective. We already knew what was up. Why y'all think I ain't been saying it for real? Cause I already knew. That's why I been sent back. Y'all been dogging my cousin out. Y'all been sharing him and his wife. Them folks not confrontational. They don't do Facebook. Y'all talking all that shit. Talking about that girl love her husband. Through all of, yeah, she's hurt. Yeah, she hurt, but get what? She's a real. She know how this shit go. Right. Y'all hoes know how this shit go. Hold on. I ain't got the shit. Yes, I do. Y'all shit go. Y'all niggas be cheating. Y'all hoes fuck with married niggas. I know plenty. Hold up, Toy. Just please let me pop my shit for my cousin. Get what? Y'all hoes be trying to act like y'all loud. I'm on here looking jet. This right here the real me. I don't give a. Y'all hope been hurting my feelings all day. My cousin Meek and Sade, like my brother and sister. I've been watching y'all dog my cousin out all day long. Hurt my feelings. But get where I ain't shut up still. I just been looking and watching. Cause I already knew. Y'all on Clubhouse saying, y'all on Club, Dare take them to the store, please. Y'all on Clubhouse saying, Oh, a dead man can't talk. Y'all on Clubhouse saying, oh, she gonna stand with her nigga. But guess who she stand with? Guess who she stood with? The dead nigga. Guess who she stood with? Guess why that boy got that charges? She stood with the dead nigga. My cousin is a good nigga. He just made a bad choice. Y'all dead ass wrong for that shit. And then let me say this. A lot of my folk, y'all been saying all that.
As of now, they only charging her with that switch. But at the end of the day, this whole situation is messy from every angle. We got a respected coach whose life was cut short, a young woman caught between two men, and some say she deserved to be arrested. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments. Not to mention, a shooter who's now has to answer to the law. Whether you call it a crime of passion, self-defense, or straight up murder, the fact remains. A family is grieving, and a community lost a leader. And the details keep getting more tangled the deeper you look. As more developed, I keep you guys updated. As we head out of here, we do want to say rest in peace to the victim and love and condolences to his family. We send 11 prayers to anyone who was affected by the story we just talked about. But at this point, I'm turning it over to y'all, fam. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Think the age gap played a role? Was the coach wrong for even being there? Or was this man simply acting out of raw emotions? In a moment he'll never be able to take back, no matter where you stand. It's a reminder that one bad decision can rewrite everybody's future in seconds. Talk to me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Damn, dog. That shit fucked up, dog. Damn, that shit fucked up. That shit fucked up. Hey, rest in peace to him, cause check it out. Check it out. Bruh ain't probably even knew nothing about old boy. He probably thinking like shit. I'm about to come over to her spot. I'm about to shit, do what I do, lay up for a few and get the fuck on through. You know what I'm saying? He probably not even knowing this ain't even her spot type shit. Like, man, that shit. Damn, man. Rest in peace, dog. I ain't gonna lie, that shit wild, dog. But this is just the shit that's going on at this time, man. Motherfuckers, that's crazy. Motherfuckers barely even know what it even is to be grown. And talking about they getting fucked by a goddamn man 3 times their age. Shit crazy, man. This shit wild. Man. I ain't gonna lie, man. This shit wild, dog. I'm gonna keep this shit 100. This shit wild to me, man. Oh, alright, man. I ain't, bro. Look here. I already know what's going on. Nah. I'm gonna tell y'all something else, boy. Something else. The shit I got going on. I'm on the word screaming, but only boy, listen here. I can't even, I can't even speak on it. I can't even speak on what I want to speak on for real. But just know, man, shit about to go real different. Shit about to get real different within this next couple few months, man. Shit about to be real different, dog. You know, shit got to change, man, because see what it is, right? Shit shit starting to seep back in on that mental, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't play about my mental, bro. Cause shit gets serious. So, you know, shit got to get. By the time shit started to get mapped out, man. For real. I don't even want to do this no more. For real. I might still do it though. I really don't want to do it no more. Bro, I really don't know what to take it, man. Shit. This pretty much old too. Ain't really nothing. That's pretty much old.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
We watched this already. We watched this, didn't we? I feel like we definitely watched that. We definitely watched this. I know we did.
backup. Open the door.
We start with this tense scene tonight where two murder suspects are arrested after a high-speed police chase that ends with a violent crash.
Detroit police say that fatal shooting happened late last night on Runyon and Griner. A witness on scene telling us the 17-year-old victim had recently been to a vigil at a nearby park.
To the Local 4 newsroom. It's from Detroit's east side, where sadly we've learned that one person has died after a shooting.
Fam, I'm not gonna lie. Today we got a wild one to talk about. In the last 24 hours, Instagram slightly rolled out an update that had people unknowingly exposing their location. And unless you manually turned it off, your exact coordinates could have been shared publicly the moment you hit post. For folks living normal lives, that might not mean much. But if you got any kind of real tension in the streets, that could be the difference between life or death. No, I'm not saying what we're about to cover today happened because of that update, but it's damn sure good timing, and it's damn sure scary. A young man in Detroit was tracked and taken out in what witnesses described as a brutal ambush, which we'll later discuss. A man who, according to the streets, was seen as a grim reaper, a walking body count with enemies on every side. They say he moved off emotions ever since his sister was gunned down in a gang dispute, and some claim she had her own ties in a situation that led to the violence, spinning out of control. Today we pay our respects to these victims while going over their stories, break down what really happened in those final hours, who this young man was allegedly beefing with, and how revenge, loyalty, and street politics turned his life into a ticking time bomb. From diss tracks to white sheets, the deeper we dig, the more it makes sense why so many called them a walking target. But before we go into this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. As mentioned in the last 24 hours, Meta unveiled an update for the popular social media app with new features including reposting content and a location map. The new features follow Instagram's launch of new safety guardrails for teen users with direct messaging on July 23rd, as well as safety features on adult run accounts featuring children. In June, the social media giant announced a summer update that allows users to recognize the photos and videos on their profile grid. Similar to reposting on X, Instagram users can now repost public feed posts and video reels. Reposts will appear on friends and followers' feeds. And when it comes to the location, when Instagram used to make you put only allow while using the app for ads and commercial purposes, now unless you change it, your location was able to be seen by any of your friends, which possibly how a young man from Detroit got his location leaked, having him being gunned down broad daylight after being wanted for some time now in the streets. With that being said, fam, meet Deon Davis from Detroit, Michigan. According to the feds, he reps 700 gang, which is also known as the Wax Gang, and 4G TMT. Also, according to the feds, during a 3-year period, 12 members of the 700 gang were charged with violent or firearms-related felonies. Now, this gang was known to have alleged beef with multiple sets in Detroit, and one of those crews was allegedly called 264 Gang, having two brothers also represent that clique who went by Quez to the left and Tank to the right. But back in 2020, the brothers would take a split for good after one was gunned down while attending their father vigil, and the person allegedly responsible was 700 member Dion, who was just 18 years old at the time. You see, Quez and Tank dad had lost his life in a black Dodge Durango. He was on the east side, and 700 members had spotted the whip, assuming that Quez was driving, but later found out it was his dad. Quez had allegedly grabbed something to drink from the house. It was Tuesday night, June 24th, 2020. Tank, just 17 years old, was walking back with his brother to the car when someone started shooting, according to a witness. They was at a nearby park in the area of Runyon. As they walked back to the Durango, that's when the gunfire broke out. A 2014 red Ford Fusion, police said, pulled to the side of the teen's SUV, a 2014 white Dodge Durango, and fired the shots. Medics tried to treat him, but the gunshot was fatal. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family.
To the Local 4 newsroom. It's from Detroit's east side, where sadly we've learned that one person has died after a shooting. It happened on Grainer Street, right near Hoover and McNichols. This is video from the scene just into our newsroom, and what you're looking at here is a minivan that has bullet holes all in it. We are working to get more information about the victim and what likely led up to the shooting and who police are looking for right now.
It was crazy to think about this because here's a picture of the two just days before that incident at their father's gravesite. But shortly after, Quez responded to a picture of his father and brother on social media, quoting, "This broke my heart." Also during that time, another alleged gang that the 700 gang was allegedly in tour with during the pandemic was a crew called 1000 Gang, which was allegedly mainly Crips. Now, 700 Dion had a sister named Diana, who was once cool with the 1000 Crip member named Chop. Now, unfortunately, Chop lost his life, and some say that Dion's sister gave his location to him. And that was evident when Dion, who seldomly raps, had dropped a diss track towards 1000 Chop after he was killed in a drive-by. May he rest in peace.
Put that nigga Chop down, he dead, they had to dig him up. I ain't stopping till them niggas hit, you gotta know it's up. Put that nigga Chop down, he dead, they had to dig him up. I ain't stopping till them niggas hit, you gotta know it's up.
And as you could tell, Dion was making beefs from different cliques. And also at this point, his sister had a target on her back shortly after she lost her life. 1000 Crip members would seek revenge, but it would cost them their lives, who happened to be brothers. See, back on January 22nd, 2021 at around 6:35, 2 young women had lost their lives at a local apartment complex on Wellington Crescent. After that shooting, both men fled in a vehicle. Police attempted a traffic stop when 2 men fled at a high rate of speed before they ended up crashing their vehicle. After the crash, officials were able to arrest the 2 criminals and locate their firearms that they used in the murders of the Clinton Township women. The 2 victims was identified as Deshanae Jasmine Holloway, 19 years old. May she rest in peace, and love and condolences to her family. And Dion's sister, Diona Janae Davis, 18 years old. May she rest in peace, and love and condolences to her family. The 2 suspects was 1000 Crip members, allegedly, who was identified as Darrell Banks and Dejon Davenport. Allegedly, this was get back for Chop.
Hey, hold on. He's still in there? Yeah, I didn't see him bail. Hey, wait for backup. Open the door!
We start with this tense scene tonight where 2 murder suspects are arrested after a high-speed police chase that ends with a violent crash.
The suspects are accused of opening fire outside a Clinton Township apartment complex, killing 2 women. That's where we find Fox 2's Randy Wimley live tonight. Randy, what do we know so far?
Hey guys, we're outside that apartment complex. Clinton Township police investigating, as you mentioned, a double homicide. They were called out to the Nottingham apartment complex here in Clinton Township at around 6:30 this evening. When officers arrived, they found 2 women in a car who were shot and killed. One of the women's 18-month-old baby was in the back seat. Now, thankfully, that child is okay and will soon be with family if the child is not already. Police were able to get a description of the suspect vehicle, a Dodge Charger. The Macomb County Sheriff's Department spotted that vehicle over at 16 Mile and Harper. Police say the men inside led deputies on a chase. Along with Macomb County State Troopers and St. Clair Shores Police also pursued that vehicle, which eventually crashed at 8 Mile and Van Dyke. We had the chance to hear from a witness who works in that area when the crash happened. Take a look.
Open your door! Open the door! Hands in the air! Hands in the air! Hands out! Get on your stomach! On the ground! On the ground! Let what? Passenger! Passenger! Passenger, exit the vehicle! Passenger! On the ground! Clear on that. On the ground! Passenger! On the ground! On the ground! On the ground!
I was working, I was running this lottery, and all of a sudden I heard a big boom, you know? And I'm thinking somebody ran into the wall. I look over there, I see some smoke and like 20, 30 other cops. So that car ran into the pole trying to make that turn, trying to get away from the police. And they were saying 2 other cars were hit, trying to go, you know, the other way. They're just distracted, you know? And they end up getting, you know, into a collision, so.
All right, 2 suspects are now in police custody. Investigators say they were able to recover some valuable evidence from the crash scene. Again, Clinton Township police investigating a double homicide after responding to a shots fired call here at the Nottingham Apartments in Clinton Township. The investigation is ongoing. They believe they have the 2 suspects, the 2 murder suspects, in custody. Huel, Monica?
Randy, any word on a possible motive for the shooting? Was this a case of domestic violence?
Police say they are not sure about a motive, but they say that they don't believe this is a case of domestic violence, though, but unsure of the motive. They did, however, say that these two suspects are known to the Clinton Township Police Department's Violent Crime Task Force.
So sorry for the 2 women killed and for the baby left behind.
But shortly after, Dion was arrested on July 8, 2021 by the ATF. The first incident in his indictment happened shortly after his sister passed, March 7, 2021 at a gas station. The victim was identified as TW in the indictment. He was shot by Davis at an Exxon gas station on Mack Avenue in Detroit. Video evidence had captured Davis firing multiple shots from inside a Jaguar through the windshield before exiting and continuing the fire. The casings recovered was a .45 caliber casing. Now TW survived and identified his shooter as Dion, known for 3 years. His Instagram was identified as 56 Ongo. Social media on the same day, Davis posted photos wearing the same clothes seen on surveillance and standing with co-shooter Johnny Jackson. They also say between January to April 2021, Davis constantly posted and exchanging messages showing or referencing illegal firearms. Some was fully automatics, like a Tech 9 with the gold slide on January 11th. He tried to trade a fully automatic Tech 9 via Instagram DMs on February 9th. April 14th, he posted a video with 5 firearms, 3 Glock handguns and 2 AR-style rifles with extended drums. April 25th, he went live with the Glock modified with the switch. On April 30th, 2021, that exact Glock with the red laser sight, extended mag and switch was recovered in a federal search of Davis' residence. Now, Dion was only sentenced to 4 years in prison, which is great if you ask me. He came home mid-2025, only to be gunned down and possibly spotted by Instagram new update. Broad daylight, middle of the afternoon, August 6, 2025, Dion was shot on Corville after reports of a shooting. Multiple spot shot activations in the area. Multiple rounds was fired. DPD has said that a person from a black trailblazer was last seen in the area shooting shots. Now, since then, you can find many of his opposition celebrating on social media, even having Quez posting a picture of his dad and his brother. Now, as we wrap this video up, man, we do want to say every victim in this story, rest in peace and love and condolences to their families. But this come with that street life. A man who lost it all after losing his sister and turning into what some would say, the Grim Reaper. Listen, it don't take much these days. One wrong post, one slip of location, and your whole life can change in minutes. Whether this was a setup or just bad timing, it shows how dangerous the internet can be when you're living with real street beef. To everybody watching, man, stay sharp, check your settings, move in silence. And if you really got pressure out here, social media might not be the safest place for your life to play out. Rest in peace, once again. Fam, let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And till then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
It definitely ain't where you want to play around at. Cause that motherfucker gonna tell on your ass every single time. And that's a fact. That's a fact. But yeah, man, I think that's gonna do it for this stream tonight, man. I just wanted to come back on here and get on here and fuck with y'all for a few. See what we had going on before I go to bed. But yeah, man, I'll catch y'all probably like 7, 8ish in the morning. Probably like around 8. Yeah, probably around 8. I don't know if it's gonna rain tomorrow. I hope it rains all through the night, man, so I can sleep pretty good. Probably leave the window crack or something. But yeah, man, y'all be good, man. I appreciate y'all. If y'all dropped in, I appreciate that. Y'all have a good night, man, and be safe, man. And I'll catch y'all in the morning, man, for sure. If God alive, I'll catch y'all in the morning for sure. I'm gone, man. Peace.